In front of the camera, there are 10 games here. They have one thing in common. Do you know what that is? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. As I mentioned in my Let's Pick Ups video, this winter I asked my family members from Taiwan to help me hunt some games. I finally received them, safe and sound. None of these games did physical release in the US, so yeah, that is one thing they are in common. Just like every other pickups video, we will go over each one of them. Also, I would like to share some insights. I was able to interact with store associates through a video call. I must say the overall shopping experience is very different. Then we want to talk about a canceled project in 2020. It actually has something to do with today's video. I want to talk about how I'm going to bring it back. We will save my progress on 10 must-play PS4 games in 2023 for spring pickups. Instead, we are going to talk about my New Year resolutions. Yep, I completed one of my New Year resolutions already. We are going to celebrate it. There are a lot of things need to cover today. Without further ado, let's get it started. We got those games from two different stores and they operate somewhat different. Let's start with the game we got in the first store, which is Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. This horror game was originally released on Wii U as an exclusive title. I've been hearing people talk about this franchise for a decade. It's somewhat popular in Asia due to its unique gameplay style. Unfortunately, I have never had a chance to play it. This game offers free PS5 upgrade. However, you need a Taiwanese PSN account to get it. That's something I learned recently. This is the price I paid. The currency is different every day. I normally just divide by 30 and the tax is included already. That means this is a $40 game, which is the same as a digital copy in the US. The previous title, Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, just came out recently. I might get it next year. Next is Doraemon Story of Seasons. Doraemon is an anime which I grew up with and it has a huge impact in Asia. When I knew they were going to collaborate with Story of Seasons in 2019, I was excited. I was looking to import this game years ago. It's not expensive if you go for an European copy. However, I really want the one which comes with traditional Chinese. In that case, this is my only option. Since the game has been out for 3+ years, basically the most of stores don't carry it anymore. The store we went to told us they could check with distributor to see if there's any copy left. Luckily, they got one. The price is around $43, which is cheaper than the digital copy here. Next is a Switch game, Seven Pirates Age. This is a controversial one, that's why I must buy it. The game was first released on Vita in 2016 and it was only available in Japan. In Japanese video game, H normally means hentai, which is equivalent to adult only in the US. They call those type of game H game. I had a friend in high school who mainly played this type of games. He brought me to the store which sells this type of games once. That's how I know a little bit about it. Anyway, I don't think Seven Pirates is an H game. That's why I find it's odd they add an H into the title. This one cost me $43. The digital copy in the US is $40. After tax, they are pretty much the same. This game was sold out in most places already. This is their last copy. They just received it from different store that day. Those are the three games I purchased from the first store. This is a chain store, but they operate kind of like a mom and pop shop. If you knew me, I avoid buying games from mom and pop store in the US. I just don't like to deal with them. This store has poor selection of games, but they can order games for you, just like how I got the Doraemon Story of Seasons. My biggest issue with this store is their bad customer service. Their store associates were not very friendly. I checked Google review. There are a lot of people also complain about it. That's why we decided to check a different store. Now let's check games I got from the second store. The first is a PS5 game, Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom. Yep, another Doraemon Story of Seasons. It was released in last November. As a huge fan of Doraemon, I must get it. This is a launch edition, so a bonus DLC is included. Price-wise, this one cost me $50, which is the same as digital copy in the US. Now I actually have a lot of Story of Seasons games in my backlog. Couple Doraemon games, Friends of Mineral Town on both PS4 and the Switch, and a couple games on 3DS. I'm also looking to get the Pioneers of Olive Town on PS4. I probably should start playing those games. Next is a RPG, Romancing Saga 3. The game was first came out in 1995. This remaster was released in 2019. I'm a little bit surprised the series never did a physical release on PS4 in the US. I decided to give it a try. If I like it, I might get a Saga Frontier remaster next year. This one cost me $40. Digital copy in the US is actually cheaper. We are halfway down. Next is River City Girls 2. There might be a physical release in the US. However, I feel it might be from the publisher I don't like, so I decided to import it myself. The game is also pretty cheap, only $33 with free PS5 upgrade. I also asked if they still sell the first one. Of course, the answer is no. This game has English subtitle. Actually, a lot of those games have English subtitle. We will look into it once we do unboxing. Therefore, making sure to subscribe for more details. Next three games are a little bit different. The first one is a shooting game, Never Awake. This game is pretty new. When I look at the side, I found there is a Japanese CR rating here. I thought I bought Taiwanese edition, why there is a CR rating. Then I quickly realized this is a Japanese copy. They just put a rating sticker on the front cover. This is something you don't see in the US. Most major retailers will refuse to sell a game if it has no ESRB rating. I guess different country has different policy. My only concern is if I need a Japanese PSN account to get a free PS5 upgrade. From what I heard, there might be a physical release in the US. That's a good news, but the bad news is it might be from the publisher I don't like. In that case, I might as well just import it myself. This one cost me $30, a little bit higher than the digital copy in the US. Overall, it's still a very reasonable price. Next is another Japanese import game, The Fox Awaits Me. This is a visual novel. In Asia, they call it AVG. I was expecting there will be a huge selection of visual novel in Taiwan. However, it seems like this genre is not popular there also. They do carry something we don't see in the US, but not a lot, and the quantity is limited. Some of them are very expensive. I guess the best place to buy visual novel is Japan. Anyway, The Fox Awaits Me was released in September 2022. It's $33, which is a lot cheaper than digital copy in the US. I really hope there is a Chinese or English subtitles as they promised. Otherwise, there's no way I can understand this game. Before we check the most expensive game, let's talk about the second store. This is one of the largest retailers in Taiwan. The store we went to is a flagship store, so they have a huge selection of games. Their store associates are pretty friendly. That's why we ended up buying 7 games from there. We will definitely come back in the future. Next is the most expensive game. My Girlfriend is a Mermaid Refined. This is a limited edition. I was actually looking to get a standard edition, but they only have limited edition in the store. Therefore, we have no choice. The price is around $66, which is $30 more than standard edition. When I got the game, I found out the box has a minor damage here. I just hope there's nothing broken inside. This is a visual novel. It was made by Kosen, which also made The Fox Awaits Me. This game's trophy list is a mess. The North American and European list contains 9 trophies without playnow. The Japanese list has no playnow also, but it has total 45 trophies, and 27 of them are from 3 DLC packs. My understanding is those DLC packs are included already. There's no additional cost to get them. If you are looking to get this one, that's something to be aware. So far, all the games I showed are available digitally in the US. However, the last game I'm going to show you is not available digitally and physically in the US. That is the Idolmaster Starless Season. If you know Japanese pop culture, you probably heard this franchise before. I will not say they are mainstream, but they do have their own dedicated audience. I always want to give this franchise a try, but I never had a chance. Also, this game's price is pretty high. It cost me $60. Besides, my girlfriend is a mermaid, which is a limited edition. This is a truly most expensive game I bought this time. The Idolmaster is a simulation and writing game. This is a type of game you normally don't see in the Western market. Starry Season was released in October 2021. This is a launch edition, but I think the bonus DLC code is expired already. By the way, we actually got $3 discount. This is another reason we shop at this store. They normally offer $1 to $3 discount per game at the checkout. Those are all the games we bought during this winter in Taiwan. Next, let's talk about a canceled project in 2020. In the end of 2019, I had this idea. Each quarter, I would like to import a game from overseas to do unboxing. I want to pick those games which you cannot find in the US. I feel this would be fun and we could expand our vision. As most of you know, 2020 came and the international shipping was a disaster at that time. Also, in 2021, I decided to run this channel casually. That means this project must be cancelled because it's too costly. However, from the bottom of my heart, I still want to do it. I just need to find a better way. This winter, I was thinking since I have family from overseas, why not just use this connection? It will be cheaper and secure since there is no middleman involved. I reached out to my family last December and worked with them. The outcome is great. I got all the games safe and sound. Therefore, I'm going to bring this project back. From now on, you can expect to see me unbox those imported games. Alright, let's move to the next topic, New Year resolutions. In the beginning of the year, I made 2 New Year resolutions. One of them is finish at least one Warriors game in my backlog. The mission is accomplished. I started working on Pirate Warriors 3 in the end of January. I just need to do some cleanups. However, it still took me almost 2 weeks to get the play now. I must say the grind in the end is painful. I need to replay missions over and over again to level up each character. That includes support characters. I finally get the play now, but I'm going to stay away from those Warriors games in the future. Those games are always fun at the first, but it will become a nightmare when you try to play on it. Anyway, I'm still very happy that I finally played on a Warriors game. Now I just need to focus on 10 PS4 games I must play in 2023. In order to celebrate this accomplishment, from the week of March 19th, I'm going to do 2 uploads per week for 2 weeks. I will unbox some of those games you see in today's video, so stay tuned. We are close to the end of this video. Let's talk about how much I spent on those 10 games. They cost me around $450, which is $45 per game. If we compare it with my Let's Pick Ups video, which I got 20 games, it cost me less than $350. You can see video games in Taiwan are not cheap. That's because their market is small. Therefore, stores don't offer a competitive price. It's hard to see deep discount or crazy clearance price there. When it comes to selection of games, each region has their own unique games. Overall, the US market still has more selection of games, especially if you are looking for indie games. That's it for this video. Next pickups video will be spring pickups. I got 6 games already, so I will see you in May. If you like the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Take care.